Padres pregame thoughts, Padres and the Giants, game one of what is going to be a pretty long series, 4-game series this week in San Francisco at Oracle Park. It's going to be an interesting series, obviously, a big series for the Padres. The Padres, they're in 4th place in the National League West. The Giants are a team that they're looking up at. Now, the Giants are not in 1st place in the West. That belongs to the Arizona Diamondbacks, but they just swept the Los Angeles Dodgers. They just won 15-0 on Saturday. So the Giants, they're feeling good. I think the Padres, they're feeling better than how they were feeling a couple weeks ago. But as I said on the show yesterday, I don't think the full offense issues are fixed just because they took 2 out of 3 against the Rays. Because there were, those wins, I don't know if they were the most convincing wins offensively. But they got the job done. Let's see if they can get the job done this week. Today, what's going to be interesting today is, the offense, I just hit on that, but I think today, more than the rest of this series, it's going to be how does Bob Melvin, Ruben Niebla, how do they shape this win? What's the pitching path to this victory tonight? We know that the offense, probably going to have to come through with runners in scoring position. I'll say that probably before every game of this series, and probably every game the rest of the year is what it feels like, right? But bullpen-wise, it's a different day today because, we got Waka starting, and let's say he gives the Padres 6 innings, maybe works even into the 7th inning because he's been that good. That's great, but what's going to happen after that? Josh Hader is down. They're not using him 3 straight days in a row. Steven Wilson's probably down. He almost threw 30 pitches yesterday, and I don't know if they'd want to use him 3 days in a row. And Nick Martinez, only 7 pitches the day before yesterday, but he threw 24 yesterday in a high-leverage situation, by the way. So those are your 3 best relievers, your 7, 8, 9 guys who are probably not going to be pitching today. So how are you going to get this victory at the end of the day? Are you going to trust Luis Garcia to go in there? Is this a day where Brent Honeywell is going to be closing down the game? I'd expect Ray Kerr to be pitching at some point in this game. I'd be expecting Tim Hill to be pitching. Maybe this is a day where Tim Hill is not used strictly for matchups, and he has to be used for an entire inning instead of the minimum 3 batters. So we'll see how Bomel ends up doing this. Chris Matt, do they want to put him in there in a high leverage spot when he's made 1 appearance, I believe, since coming off of since being activated? Carlton, who are they going to go to here? Because the available arms today, Tim Hill, Brent Honeywell, Nabil Chrismat, Steve Carlton, Luis Garcia, and Ray Kerr. I don't think that's I don't think a lot of Padre fans are super excited about those options. But if I were Bomel, and obviously I'm not, and I'm not paid to make these decisions, but just looking at this bullpen chart here that's going to be out on social media here in a little bit, I would probably go, let's say Waka gives you 6 solid innings. I would probably go with Ray Kerr pitching the 7th inning. And I know he's young and he just got called back up, but you watch this guy pitch, I like him. I'm going to go Ray Kerr with the 7th. I'm going to go probably Garcia for the 8th. And I'll probably go Honeywell for the 9th, and Tim Hill I did not name there. Hopefully, the Padres are in a spot where Tim Hill can be used in a matchup situation, and he's not going to have to fill the 8th inning or fill just the 7th inning himself, even though he has closed down games recently. So maybe they go with him in the 9th inning. So actually, you know what? Screw that. 7, 8, 9. I'd probably go Kerr, Honeywell, Hill. Yeah. Go left, right, left. That's how I'd go. Garcia, don't know if I want to trust him in a high leverage spot right now. My Garcia pick right there, when I first named off those guys, I picked Garcia there. I was relying on, what he did last year, but obviously right now, my trust level in Luis Garcia is not super high. So that's who I'm going to go with there. So that's the bullpen situation. I know I spent more time than I usually do on the bullpen situation, but tonight's a unique night bullpen-wise. So there's that. And then the lineup, someone's going to have something wrong with this lineup. They're going to find an issue with it, but I think this lineup is pretty darn good today. Obviously, Toddy leading off, Soto, Manny, Bogarts, and then Crony, Sanchez, Odor over Matt Carpenter, which I love based on the way both guys are playing right now, and then Kim at second, Grisham center. Some might have a problem with, well, player X should be hitting higher, or why is he hitting fifth? But in terms of the players that are available, I think that's the best lineup that Bob Melvin could have constructed today. So that's what we have. My underdog pick for today, I'm going to go Fernando Tatis Jr. higher than half a single. I think, well, I mean, look, he could not get a single and just get, a home run and a couple doubles the way that he's been playing. He's been phenomenal. But I think that's a pretty safe pick for today. I don't really love the Michael Wacha 5 strikeout number. So there's my pregame thoughts. Probably a little longer than I usually do, but again, it's a unique night. Wacha on the mound, but there's some questions with how the bullpen's going to be utilized tonight. And so we'll see how it goes. I know they probably have a game plan if they're winning, if it's a safe situation. If Wacha goes 6 innings, if Wacha goes 6 and they're losing, where do they go? If he goes 6 and they're winning, where do they go? It's probably all mapped out, obviously. So I'm going to be interested in seeing how it unfolds later tonight, 6:45. Post-game reaction after the game.